tell them that English is not all about speaking. There is no right or wrong answer in the English department, as long as you are serious with it. Why did I add that? I sound like an African parent. As a course in Nigeria, as a course. Okay. Bonjour, welcome to my YouTube channel. Okay, I think as this channel proceeds, I'm going to try to work on an intro, maybe something I would say in every video. That would be so cool. Imagine if we grow a community and I say something like, hello dreamers, welcome to this channel, or welcome to another dream video, or something like that. We'll work on it. Okay guys, this video is about six things you need to know as someone who wants to study English as a course in Nigeria, Okay, so the first thing you need to know before choosing to study English as a course in uni is that you will read a lot, like a whole lot. I'm not even exaggerating. You will be reading a whole lot, from voluminous novels to plays, poems, articles, research papers, and the likes. You go from reading fiction to creative non-fiction to academic papers. It goes on and on. The reading doesn't ever end. There is no semester that will just come and go without you reading something that want to rip your brains off. So if that's something that, if you're someone that does not really like reading, especially if you hate reading voluminous books, voluminous works, then this course might not be the best fit for you, or it might be a little bit too challenging, because studying English as a major requires a lot of reading, a lot of analyzing, a lot of critical thinking, a lot of evaluation, and all of that. And as much as you are reading, you'll be writing as well. Second thing you need to know before studying English in uni is that you have to be ready to defend your course. So one thing I come to realize that is very stereotypical in Nigeria is that when you tell someone that you're studying English, the thing you would most likely hear is that why you study English for school? Not be the English when me and you speak or something like that. Of course, you hear it from an average Nigerian, but you have to be ready to tell them that English is not all about speaking. You're not just learning how to speak, write, understand, or read the language. You already know all these things, but you are learning the intricacies of things formulating the language that you are speaking. You are going deep into theories. You're learning about phonology. You're learning about semantics. You're learning about morphology. You're learning about discourse analysis, literature, phonetics. It goes on and on and on and on. There is a lot of theory, and theorists in English language, and that's basically, we are learning beyond that too, but that's basically what occupies the premise of the course that you're studying. One thing you need to know about studying English in Nigeria is that there is no job title waiting for you after school. So it's not like other courses where you study law to become a lawyer, you study medicine to become a doctor, you study engineering to become an engineer. A lot of people will tell you that after studying English, you'll most likely become a teacher, but that's not true. There are a lot of jobs that are waiting for you out there as an English student, but even more, because English gives you a plethora of transferable skills that are needed in different fields and firms. As an English student, you're going to be learning public speaking. As an English student, you'll be learning writing. As an English student, you'll be learning critical thinking. As an English student, you'll be learning project management. It goes on and on and on and on. And these are in-demand skills that are needed for thriving businesses, thriving firms, and all of that. One of the things that you can do as an English student after school is you can go into digital marketing. And digital marketing is a technical skill. You can go into copywriting. Copywriting involves your creativity and a little bit of technical know-how and so on. If you are very interested in education, you can also go into education. You can teach. So there are a lot of things you can do with an English degree. So do not let anyone tell you that all you will do after studying English is teach, because that's not true. There's a whole lot of things you can do with an English degree as long as you are serious with it. Why did I add that? I sound like an African parent. The first thing you need to know before studying English in Nigeria is that, like I said in the previous point, that English has a whole lot of a workload. So as you're going from literature, you're studying English as well, you're studying theory, you're analyzing text, you are doing this and you're doing that. But one thing you must know is that as soon as you get to higher level in your university degree, you would most likely be torn between choosing literature and English. So here's the thing. I'm currently in my penultimate year, first semester, and in this whole semester I did not take a literature course. exams are coming up probably next week, and I only registered English courses, not because I'm not passionate about literature, because I'm not going to be going further into literature, but because you get to choose at some point. You get to choose maybe in your, if some people, I don't know, some units probably in your 200 level, you're already choosing to gravitate towards English, to go deep into grammar, phonology and the likes, and not literature, and you could be choosing to go into literature because you get to choose your courses. You get to choose if you'll be taking LIT courses or ENG courses. I preferably chose ENG courses this semester for a reason, but I'm trying to major in literature and not English, but this semester I did it for a reason. So that's just how it is as in the English department. And the thing is, I think it's the same in other universities, because when I talk to other English students from other universities, they also say the same. So you get to choose if you'll be gravitating towards literature or you'll be gravitating towards English. It depends on what interests you. So if you're someone that's looking forward to becoming a writer, you're just trying to grow into like your writing career, you want to build your writing career, then of course you'll be gravitating towards literature. And if you're someone that's looking forward to becoming a professor of English, or you're trying to become a grammarian and all of that, you gravitate towards English. So the choice is yours. You get to pick your poison, of course. So the fifth thing you need to know before studying English as a course is that your exams are very subjective. So it's not like physics or in the sciences where A plus A is equals B and B is the answer, or C plus C equals D and D is the answer. That's just an example, by the way. It's not fixed. Do you understand? It's literature. Literature is subjective, very, very subjective. Is it subjective or objective? Well, okay, so you just, everything is all opinionated, you understand? So basically you could understand this text in a certain level of way, you could understand this text a certain way, and your lecturer probably does not see it that way, or sees it that way but thinks that it goes deeper than that. So it's very subjective. There is no right or wrong answer in the English department, except you'll be doing a CBT based test. So a CBT based test is a computer-based test. Full meaning of CBT is computer-based test, and that's like an objective question where they ask you, okay, what is an apple, or is an apple green? And you say yes, an apple is green. No, an apple is red. An apple is not an apple. A, B, C, D, that kind of question. So if it's that, of course there is a right or a wrong answer. You have to pick the right one. But mostly as an English student, you'll be doing essay-based exams. So of course there is no right or wrong answer. Everything should be based, and everything is kind of on your discretion, more like. So there is no right or wrong answer. It's all based on how you understand the text, how you understand a piece of literature. And to be honest, that's like the beauty of this entire course. It's the beauty. There is no right or wrong answer, and I can just explain things the way I fully understand it, even though it has a downside. But I think I'll just discuss the downside of this in another video, because I'm trying to not let this video be lengthy. So the sixth thing you need to know as an English student, or as someone who wants to study English in Nigeria, is that you will use the library a lot. Remember I said you'll be reading a lot. If you cannot buy all the materials that you want to read, to be very honest. How many textbooks will you buy? How many PDFs especially if you're someone that does not like reading virtually? I don't really enjoy reading virtually. I try to read on my laptop or on my phone. I try to read PDFs, but not everybody enjoys PDFs, yeah? And not even all materials are available in the virtual format, in the PDF format. So you'll be using the library a lot. You'll be using the library to get in your text. You'll be using the library to get in, research works, research papers, and the likes and the likes. You just really need library. And as someone that loves to read, of course, you also need a conducive environment that lets you read uninterruptedly. You have to read without getting interrupted by noise and all of that. So that's just it. But overall, guys, English is a very interesting course, and I'll choose the course over and over and over and over again. I think I'd like to add that I was not given the course in uni because I chose another course and I could not get into it, and so they had to give me English and I had to settle for it. I chose English because I'm very passionate about it. So when I was like in secondary school, I used to read texts of Wole Soyinka, Chinua Achebe, Chimamanda Adichie, and the likes, JP Clark, and I noticed that most of these authors, these novelists, they studied English in school. So that just like lured me. That just fueled the desire of me wanting to study English, because I'm very passionate about writing and I want to tell stories and all of that. So English is a course that you would enjoy if you are passionate about it. If it's something that you want to do, you're passionate about it, of course you would enjoy it. But if you're just considering to study the course because you have no idea what to do, and you're in art class, you don't want to study law, you don't want to study history and international relations, you have no idea what course to choose, you can also choose to study English and grow into it. Okay, so hopefully in the next video I'll try to separate what it's like to study English as a major and English as an education student. So English major and English education, the difference is just very tiny. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos on this channel, please subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you will be notified whenever I upload a new video. Like this video, leave a comment. Remember, we are trying to grow a community, and one of the ways to grow a community is by you commenting on videos. So we're like, okay, you are here, and this our community is growing. These are people that are ready to pledge, that are pledging themselves to be, engagers of this channel. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, turn on the notification button, and I'll see you in another video. Bisu.